offlane Kunkka. So, and then Miracle again, Timbersaw on a side lane. I think leaving Kuro's picked to last. Might be totally wrong.
Could still be the Luna. What else? I don't know.
No, because I think Kuro will still go mid.
Okay.
I think Miracle will go side lane.
Oh, depending on how they want to, where they want to lane Timbersaw. So Mirana.
That's good. Good magical burst. Against the Timber, good magical burst to go through the for the Cold Embrace.
And that is flexible. Necro Mirana, they can go wherever depending on the matchups a bit.
I'd like to see, I think for Liquid,
I'm going to put Necro.
Put Kuro on the Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker would be.
Huh.
What, do you like the Bloodseeker or you don't like the Bloodseeker?
They don't have anything to hit buildings with, which isn't necessarily like game losing or like terrible thing, but it does limit your ability to turn kills into objectives. They don't have any Roche taking ability. Not sold on the hero. I'd rather one of those. I think TB is the best pick for me.
Okay, so that's TB.
It's tough. The lane could be bad against Undying, Necrophos.
Oh!
Miracle Invoker. Hey, why the hell not? Let's go.
That's a Kuroki Invoker. Please, Kuro. Come on, please.
Where is it?
Kuroki.
I don't even know if
you could do it. I was only joking about your Storm.
He's up here.
I know you can handle these heroes.
So
you've done it before. It's not one of the 5 you haven't played. It could happen.
Invoker, I guess, going mid now. You mentioned Kunkka in the side lane.
I'm telling you, it's Miracle Timber, Mind Control Kunkka, Kuroki Invoker. I'm going all in.
I don't even know what these lines are. They're all 10 heroes on the board. We're happy with that. That's a win in my book.
We've got to make some predictions here.
Do you bet against the Liquid Invoker, the Kuro Invoker? Do you dare bet against it?
I hope it is the Kuro Invoker.
I
feel like I need to know that.
5 though, was it? Was that one of his?
No, that's what I'm saying. He's played it before. He's played it. There has been a game. But we'll see. As I said, we've done it. We'll see when we get into the game who's actually playing what. Going off the heroes, I think this time I feel a lot more confident with Liquid. I've got to go with Liquid on this one. I think they have got 3 very solid cores. Because Liquid's going to push this to a game 3.
So I've got word Kuro's playing Timbersaw.
Oh, okay. So, the dream is dead. Yeah. I'm sorry, lads and ladies. There's no Kuro Invoker.
I'll go with Liquid as well for the prediction. Okay. And keep it simple, keep it boring. But big fan of MangoBay after last game. It's had a lot of potential.
They could do it.
They can definitely do it. They've got themselves a pretty solid draft. I think the Necro pick fits in very nicely. Last pick Mirana, not like a gotcha kind of last pick, but it's a good hero.
We've seen Mirana win a lot of games.
Oh yeah,
we've seen Mirana win a lot of games, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll get ourselves into the game pretty shortly. As we said, we'll be able to see who's playing what. So you said you got word that Kuro's on the Timbersaw.
Yeah, and I think they said Invoker for Miracle.
And so I was right with the Mind Control Kunkka.
Yeah. I
was right with the Mind Control Kunkka. Let's have a look. Let's get that scoreboard up. And indeed, yeah, Mind Control Kunkka. We have seen this before.
Bone 7 Mirana, so it will be side lane Mirana and mid Necro. So I think Mirana mid's just a bit too weak, doesn't contest last hits well enough. You need to play the side lane with a ganking hero, since you don't get many ganks mid. So we'll see something like a Mirana with Shaker, maybe in the off lane. Gata will be against not the favorable matchup the Necro perhaps wanted when it was picked up with both Timbersaw and Kunkka on the other side. You're thinking, okay, whoever you're laying against, it's good. Well, he may get neither of them. Oh, he's going to get a... Oh, they're going to do PL mid. Okay, interesting. So instead of... So they don't want Necro versus the Invoker. They want him against one of those melee heroes.
PL's one of the classic sort of laners against Invoker, right? Yeah. PL does pretty well.
That was what the SEA teams initially did as a counter. Yeah. Like I think it was like TNC and stuff would counterpick Invoker mid with PL, just having this gap close Phantom Rush and this harass, this early kill potential.
And you're not going to die.
Yeah. It's less of a counter these days because of the more strict dual lanes in the side lanes. You don't get rotations.
And poor man's isn't an item.
That's true. Yeah, it was very reliant on the poor man's. And also, like a gank around 3 to 5 minutes in from the full position. So I don't think it's going to be an easy win by any means. Bounty Runes going Dire's way. For at least 3.
Might just get this first blood here as well. Gata.
Liquid. Yeah, they're upset. We didn't get bounty runes, they say, but can't get the kill.
No, they don't get Gata. Gata's going to be able to walk it off. He's fine.
And looks like it will be the aggressive tri-lane of sorts up here. This is, I mean, not a bad thing you're doing tri-lane. I think you need to with the Timber pick. You don't want to dual lane Timbersaw. That's one of the big reasons Hero's not picked that much right now, is it has to find a solo lane, and 1v1 it has to find a matchup that's going to be good for him. which against Marana is definitely a good matchup for Timbersaw. Not a hero you're particularly scared of.
Oh, nice block here from Coupe.
Yeah. Oh man, in some trouble. Did have another Tango if he wanted to Tango through, but he's just going to try and get his way out the old-fashioned way, but he's going to get chased down.
Ooh, nice torrent from Mind Controller. That's going to keep him safe. Holds back the Shaker for now.
Yep.
Let's say that Shaker, has he nearly got mana for Fisher?
Yeah.
Very close to it. I mean, he wants this first blood. Go for it. Don't back down, Coupe.
Oh, goal. Definitely worth it.
Oh, he's got to get the angle to make sure he can get the hit in as well.
Yeah, he gets the block. He wants the blood.
There we go.
Nicely done. Nice play. So, PL, early last hit's going pretty well for him, as he should. Early Invoker with just one of his elements is going to be pretty difficult to play with. Could see Flash in some trouble here with the TPs back in. Maybe just go for a suicide. No, he lost the aggro.
Mind Controller's able to take it off. So Liquid going to kill in return. Mid lane, Coupe looking for the setup with the Fission to allow Fate to close the gap onto Miracle.
This is how you make the PL mid work. You get the ganks.
You get the ganks.
You get one rotation and suddenly you're laying, you're getting easy kills. Great move from the Shaker. Oh, doubted MangoBay here, and they're off to at least a good start for the first couple of minutes. Up a kill and 1,000 gold already, just in the laning stage.
Oh, there's 2 minutes in. So yeah, very early.
Let's see if that's maintained or not.
Oh, again!
Miracle. He's in trouble. I think he's got what? Q and E only. Doesn't have any points in the Wex. Yeah, 1-0-2. So he doesn't have any of his defensive spells. No Ghost Walk. No Tornado. Another Phantom Rush. Gets the kill.
Damn.
Having some good laughs on the Mango side. Wow. And the fact you can do this 2v3 lane just feels like both mid and top are being instantly one.
And these fishes, Coupe.
Absolutely. It's just
very, very nice.
He's not just a pudge spammer.
No, he's going to set up for potentially both of the GH. He's got the stick charges. Oh, GH will survive. Sunstrike is there, comes down onto Flash and will help set up for the kill, so GH will live.
Face tipping Miracle. I wonder what that was for. Something happened in the mid lane, but wasn't a kill or anything. FaZe already got his Aquila, having plenty of farm here. Has an extra Agi Slippers, not sure what that's about.
So he's trying to build the poor man's, but nobody told him. Feels bad.
Back at bottom, Marana just, versus Timber can't really do all too much, but surprisingly, even on CS, I think this should be a bit more Timber favored matchup. With that said, Marana can just use the Starstorm and the nukes to kind of secure some of this farm. Range creep deny for PL. He's got 12 denies now. 20 last hit.
This is the power of the PL mid. They're playing it perfectly, as you said, not only the rotations, but just the way that Faye is able to CS as well as he can in this matchup.
Yeah.
22 for 13 against Miracle's 10 for 2.
I'm just going to back on out of there with the Wyvern kind of swinging on in. Wants to be a little bit careful. Wyvern, I imagine, wanting to get down some vision here. It does have a ward nearby the mid lane to help out. Back at bottom. Continue to get what she can out of this lane and actually getting an okay amount considering the mismatch that these heroes have.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So up top. Mind Control tries for the tower, but Flash is able to duke it off.
Timbersaw wasn't one of Kuro's 5 unplayed heroes, right?
No.
Okay.
It was not. I think I feel like maybe even at the last DreamLeague when they saw how he in their switch, I feel like maybe we saw Kuro Timbersaw there.
Yeah, well, like that sounds right.
I definitely, that is one that I think it is one of the heroes that Kuro is most comfortable on as a core. I think we have seen it a few times.
Wyvern gets the first banner rune and might get the second. Could be. I'm sure he secures that for his team, but will he pay for this with his life? Kuro's in hot pursuit. He's going to waste a lot of time chasing for this kill. I don't know if, let's say Kuro, this doesn't look like a chase that's going to succeed. Coupe just gets TP out. Kuro smartly does not chase and waste any further time of his.
And just an update. Spoilers, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, for CIS. Na'Vi just won their series, and they will be playing against Empire in the winner bracket final of that double elimination playoff. So.
This Empire, that's like the classic.
That is a
CIS
classic.
matchup.
So Na'Vi slowly but surely doing it over in CIS.
Yeah. Back when, you know, VP weren't a team, it was those two always playing in every CIS finals. That's definitely exciting. You know, Na'Vi fans out there. You know, something to perhaps look forward to, but don't count your eggs just yet. These lanes, yeah, continue to go well. It's now a 2K gold lead. We're just 6 minutes in. Still early days, and getting these big gold leads really speaks to low lane stage dominance, but God, it's going to be careful. Yeah. Tries to...
Still a Ghost Shroud.
Yeah. Has that with the stick charges. Gets next back and actually going to be fine here. May actually turn and kill Mind Control.
It's Jason, and Mind Control is going to run into the trees here. We'll go straight for the TP out. Is he going to make it? He is. Mind Control will manage to escape. But with the numbers there, still unable to find the kill onto Garter. Staying alive.
Kuro's definitely now starting to crush this bottom lane, which is good to see. I think this is where you want to start really pressuring the tower. You need to be always tower skipping the creep waves, so your creep waves hitting his tower. The ideal thing is to take that tower probably at least by 10 minutes with your second siege creep. And this just keeps Mirana away from the tower. If Mirana goes near, throw chakrams at her, force her to leap away. Make this lane difficult for Bone 7, and yeah, all they can do is arrow stuff at the tower, it looks like. So yeah, Kuro having a pretty good time in bottom.
Oh, no sort of rotations coming in.
I don't know if we've really got the good rotation here.
Yeah.
You could have said Necro there. I think ideal scenario is Necro was the one laning against Timber, but it's in some ways almost just a bit too late.
But yeah, I mean at this point, yeah, the Timber... He can have a bit of a go on a Necro, can't he? Level 7, he's got a lot of burst.
Doesn't care about the Ghost Shroud. All this, he can still do damage through it all. But perhaps we'll see like a TP rotation to try and punish Timbersaw if he gets too aggressive.
Up top again, cute base. Look for the cut-off onto Mind Control. Mind Control will still be able to get himself around the Fisher to safety.
Before the Reaper.
RMN is maybe going to survive. He's got the salve, just get cancelled. But he will live, RMN.
Yeah, Garda getting a bit greedy there, trying to use the Reaper as late as possible to guarantee the extra respawn time, but instead got silenced before he could cast it. And will live as a result. Rushing Yule Scepter, which is, I like this call against the silencer. Knowing that it's one of the few things that can cause him problems this game. How's Invoker doing? Still, really struggling in terms of farm against the PL. PL wants to go in for this harass. Miracle has the point in Wex now, so he can at least use some of these defensive spells, but he's going to have to do that. He has to Ghost Walk. Hasted PL. Diving on in.
Oh, it's very scary. You can only imagine what's that diffuser's there down the line. Invoker has to be very well prepared to turn things around. If he gets to over point, otherwise he's gonna melt.
Yeah, FaZe just got full control of this mid lane. He's able to bully Invoker out. Wyvern comes, he can even do kind of a similar thing there. He needs to be careful not to get too aggressive, as Invoker is still lurking around. Looking to set a kill. Well, they're going in on mid, it looks like. Yeah, Miracle. It's the cold snap after the doppelganger, but Shake is there to help bail him out.
He tries for stun strike. Ooh, not quite there.
Yeah, so Kuro did end up getting this Tier 1 tower before 10 minutes, which is a good sign. It's definitely a key part of the Timbersaw job is to get these early towers. Can even get this Tier 2 probably in the next couple of minutes if he keeps playing this style of play just behind the enemy Tier 1, or Tier 2 at that point. Oh, this would be a big kill if they can get it. Not sure Undying can do it on his own though.
Needs a +1 at least up top. And get the...
Not the
just the kill, but not with the Reapers.
Learned his lesson. Just use the Reaper, don't get silenced. Make sure you get the kill.
Yeah, Miracle's got his Midas now. Complete on the Invoker, not quite had a record-breaking pace, but not too bad, considering he had that matchup against the PL, where PL was really putting the pressure on him.
Yeah, interesting to see the Midas comeback. I feel like we've seen less and less of this build on Invoker over the last few months.
Yeah, a lot of sort of Urns or just Ags rushes or Yuleses.
Yeah, even the Exo Invokers going like, treads, Ags rush, like you say. Kuro going for the slows with the Ghost Shroud and the Death Pulse. Wants Mind Control here, but doesn't have a Reaper, does not have Reaper, so.
Yeah, Flash and GH both standing up in the mid just to try and pick up some levels as these two supports. But still, yeah, MangoBay. 10 minutes in, 5-3, 3k net worth lead.
This would be another shocking Liquid defeat. It was a loss against Lithium the other day in the major qualifiers, and losing here to MangoBay would perhaps even be one shock further. Not slouches by any means, but still, this is Liquid after all. Even with a stand-in, you would kind of expect them to breeze through these kind of matchups, and that's just not been the case here.
I'm just saying, Gods, if Liquid do lose this series, they play against Lithium, and you know who knocked them out of the major qualifiers.
Yep.
It was Lithium. Lithium could be set up to knock Liquid out of both the major qualifiers and the minor qualifiers if Liquid lose this game.
Yeah, that would be quite the upset, I would say. Top, mind control, we use his first combo with the Sunstrike. It's still not quite enough damage, but we'll get the kill in the end with the help of the Silencer nuke.
7 minutes in, Blink Dagger's done on Shaker.
Wow. Already.
And we've already
He
seen...
just went blind, just naked blind.
Shaker. Yeah, he's just got priority.
That's one way to do it.
And we've already seen how much Coop's been able to do without the Blink. You know, this guy's been having quite an impact on the lanes with his Shaker. Now he's got a Blink Dagger.
Only just got level 6, which is at least he's got level 6, but this is one of those, like, you almost got Blink too fast because you don't have points in your passive. You actually can't do too much damage. You may want to set up on bottom lane with the Necro. Like a Blink Echo on Timbersaw and a Necro TP.
They need the both of them at least to have a chance of killing Kuro.
It'll take probably 3 heroes to kill Kuro, and I don't think they go from Mirana actually. Mirana leaps forward. He's got leaps. Knows he's leaping the wrong direction to the wrong base, but that's the only way he can go when he's out of there. Nicely done by Bone 7.
Very nice. Yeah, he used 2 leaps. Miracle tried to go for the prediction as if he used all 3 of them, but smart heads up there from Bone 7, only using 2 of them.
Here's the rotation, with the Necro Shaker. Have they got the damage for this? Don't think so. Not with
got it.
Oh, Miracle's just dead again.
Yeah.
Ooh, they just don't have damage. The
It's not going to do it.
It's not.
Yeah, Kuroki's more than fine, and now MangoBay have got to be careful. Gata is getting punched down. Mind Control's coming as well as he'll look towards flashes. Kuroki says, nice try.
Yeah,
nice try, boys.
It's this too soon Blink Dagger where you're not really ready to use Blink Echo. I mean, he didn't even necessarily need a Blink there, he just invises his way in, but the damage isn't there. Necro going for this Yule's build, no Veil, so if they had maybe a Veil for some damage amp, that's a kill, but even with Veil, they weren't that close because of the Hood, because of the Wyvern Cold Embracing behind him. He had 1 charges as well.
And again, this PL, 30 minutes in, that was the reason why we saw him. Well, we didn't, because obviously the action was going on the bottom lane, but at the same time, FaZe getting these kills. He got 13-minute Diffusal Blade.
Yeah, he's absolutely dominating.
And a Ring of Health on. He's nearly got a Hood, as well as the Diffusal.
And the crazy thing is his level. He's level 14. That's insanely high with these.
What level's Miracle at the moment?
He's got mine. It's probably like level 11. Okay, 10.
That's a big difference.
Yeah, a big difference, but it's like, look across the board too. It's like heroes like Kunkka, who's a core, is like level 8 or something. This PL is just going to be so scary and strong, hard to deal with.
Oh, and Cupay, he sets up. The arrow comes in from Bone 7. They've just found Miracle.
Again, death after death. First the PL solo kills and then gets brought down again.
Bottom lane Flash will be caught out as Mind Control's able to bring him back from his attempted escape with the TP.
Stuff. I like it. The PL buying his own dust, knowing that he has solo kill potential on Invoker. All he needs is a dust. Nothing much crazy about it. As top lane being somewhat pressured now. Global Silence coming into play. We'll see if that's something Liquid can use offensively or if they're just going to be stuck using it to try and save teammates. And as for MangoBay, I think they've learned their lesson. Just leave this Timbersaw alone. He's not going to carry the game on his own. And going for kills on him that backfire is a way to make him relevant. By just ignoring him, he is less relevant.
Miracle trying for a bit of a combo play onto Cupay. He's got back up as well. Mind Control and GH there surrounding him. No escape for the Shaker.
That's the, die to 4 heroes to secure a bounty room play that we've seen a few times here and there. They are going to go for Kuro without the mana. He may struggle to Timber Chain away.
And with the Reaper Scythe, he's certainly a dead one. 60 seconds.
That time he did not have the backup, and they brought in the big boys. They brought in the PL. He was missing from the last gank attempt, and with all that mana burn, And the Necro behind him, they were able to make sure they get the kill this time around.
Yeah, I mean, MangoBay, they just laid it perfectly. FaZe PL, second game, it's looking to be on track to be just as much of a beast as it was in game 1. It's getting so much done. Now taking objectives. This bottom lane is theirs for the taking. Tier 1 tower is not going to be held onto by Liquid. More money for Faye, as he is now able to step himself towards that Manta style on top of the hood and diffusal.
And at level 15 is a decent power spike for PL. You just get so much scary and how to deal with the HP boost. It's definitely PL's kind of biggest weakness at most of the early game stages. It's just his health pool.
They find silence.
Oh, look at, I like this Shaker play, just ignoring the kill and hunting for more. Guess is wrong with the fissure. He thought someone was TPing inside. Not a bad guess considering how close mind control was.
Asgardo at this point just feeling confident. He's about to hit level 12. He's farming aggressively over Liquid's half of the map.
I like he's going for the Spirit Vessel. I think knowing that Shaker is a 4, it's just not a hero that goes Vessel, and you definitely want one against Timbersaw with all his health regen, so unconventional hero to buy it, but someone had to, and I don't think Shaker was really going to volunteer.
Oh, Miracle. He's in trouble. He's been dusted. The Winter's Curse will save him for now. QP maybe seeing if he can get a jump in from the side. Tornado's getting thrown. QP is in. Echo Slam comes down, but the global silence will stop the follow-up stun. So Miracle's still alive for now, but the gap's closed. Faye goes in. Look at the finish on Miracle. Miracle has the Ghost Wall, so Miracle will be able to escape. QP gets taken down, but Faye turns his attention towards the Wyvern. Gets the Wyvern killed. Garda's still alive at the moment with the Ghost Shroud, but the Arcane Curse will finish him off. It's a 2 for 2 at the moment, but Faye still standing strong. He can fight onwards. Chases down mind control. Kuroki low on the mana. Has to Timber Chain back to base as Faye. Triple kill for his PL, as they may have lost 2 MangoBay, but they just continue to get so much for this PL now, sitting a clear 3k ahead of anyone else in the game at the moment.
Yes, PL's a big problem. He is just getting out of control. It is crazy how good of a game he's had, playing up against one of the world's best players and holding his own, not just holding his own, but doing one better and crushing the mid lane against Miracle's Invoker. Favorable matchup for PL, sure, and some rotations, but
I mean, they picked the Invoker into it.
Yeah, they picked the Invoker.
They knew there was a PL in the game. They should have known there was every chance that they would have just put Faye mid.
And he's like done everything to just further extend that lead. Like, okay, Shaker ganked his lane a couple times, and then it's like, well, not just Shaker ganking, I'm going to buy a Dust, kill Invoker by myself. Now he's got DD. Is he just going to Roche with this?
Look at you talk about Bone 7's arms. Look at the build he's going for on the Mirana.
It's always, Bone 7's always doing something different.
Straight Deso rush. It's cute back. Finds Miracle.
What makes Deso good here? Let's see. Just help kill a Timbersaw, maybe lower his armor a bit.
I mean, it sort of evens the playing ground because you're sort of buffing the Winter's Curse.
That's one way of looking at it.
No, he just wants to play a game. It's like, look, I'll give you an extra bit of help. You Winter's Curse someone next to me, I'll reduce their armor.
Winter's Curse. With the stuns, though, they're not killing the Shaker because they were stunned by the Kunkka. That was terrible coordination.
As GH, he'll be fine.
Yeah, I think
they mess up the combo.
The torrent scalps for you, and then you should Winter's Curse without using the boat there. Again, we're going to see the scalp, but that Winter's Curse just did no damage. That was a dead Shaker. The PL is going to kill the Shaker there if not for those stuns. PL makes room for this. Ooh, he
did want to jump out there, yeah, to find mind control.
Except his hero goes outside the pit.
Gaben said, no.
What are the odds?
You stay in the pit, son.
PL Doppelganger is such a weird spell for that reason. When you're going up and down cliffs and over blockages. But yeah, they give up Roche. It's just taking a bit too long, a bit inefficient. Felt like Liquid were just getting too much out of the map while that's going on, and it's kind of scary. You're against Kunkka, you're against Invoker, they can very easily punish Roshan if you're not careful. Will be the Treads Ags just with the minus to kick off the build and give him a bit more levels. So standard Exo Invoker stuff coming out from Miracle, who needs to have a good late game. He's the guy who's going to need to step it up, make some big plays, do some crazy stuff for this Team Liquid side to bounce back. Definitely a lot more comeback potential and a closer game this time around compared to game number 1, even though it is MangoBay once again in control.
Kuro's got his Bloodstone now as well, so we'll see if he's able to get those charges built up. So yeah, then Spirit Vessel complete for Necrophos. They're looking for the setup on Faye. as a combo onto nothing. Quick doppelganger gets him out of the combo.
Okay, just okay.
Next time it's going to be even harder because he is going to have that Manta style complete. So many ways to sort of play his way out of the hands of Liquid. It's very hard for them to trap that PL.
Yeah, Spirit Vessel's up, has some charges. Definitely going to make Timberstall's life a little bit harder. Looks like Timberstall should be more farm this game. Like, he's the guy who had the easy lane, got to creep skip, and had just a fantastic time. Did die the one time, but we saw like the Timberstall game in the early SEA region, and it was like, okay, he died once, but he just stayed on top regardless.
And Mike Charlie's found in the mid. Faye, flash. And Kipe there with the Fisher to hold him down and sets up another kill for Faye. 8-0-1. Flawless game, flawless series, and another for Bone 7. RMN
with the Deso. And the single target burst. This build has way more burst damage than the other builds. You go like the Dragon Lance. Even the Maelstrom build doesn't do the same amount of right-click damages.
They're buying back for this.
Wow, that's bold. It's one thing, like, you can buy back and you know you're going to be able to like take Roche yourselves by buying back, but they're just buying back to stop Roche happening. And all MangoBay have to do is say, okay, Kunkka bought back, let's just chill. We don't need a Roche now, we'll Roche later. Let's wait till we kill Kunkka again, for example.
So they'll see Kuroki.
Still maybe even going to want to work on Roche with how low they got it.
Faye.
So maybe fooling Liquid, who maybe considering that they backed off.
Coming in.
With the Deso, they can push this pretty quickly.
Yep. Kuro's trying to start to clear out the illusions with the Shack Crown. Get the Winter's Curse down. Onto the Necrophos. Is it going to be enough to get in touch with the Yules to remove the silence?
Doppelganger.
So Garda's fine. Now we can look for maybe the chance to find a Reaper Sight. There's Qpei in with the slam onto the two of them. There's the combo from Miracle. Deafening Blast. Meteor as well. Will cut down the Undying. Qpei, he should fall as well as they do get 2 kills. But look at Faye. He's moving around the back lines. Locked onto 1, locked onto 2. Mind Control dies to Bone 7. As once again MangoBay hitting the arrows. Bone 7 Reaper Sight still there ready and saved for Kuro. As Kuro is cut down by the scythe. Bloodstone charges are lost. Team fight is lost for Liquid. And the Aegis and Roche are lost as well. As MangoBay take it all.
Yeah, they have another fantastic fight. They lose a couple in the process, but it's just supports. Their core is all surviving, getting the big kills there. Just Invoker surviving thanks to the Ghost Walk. I believe the supports were the only ones there with Dusts. But ultimately, MangoBay not going to care too much. They got Aegis, they got 4 kills. They have set themselves up for success, and they are so close to getting that 2-0 upset over Liquid here. Not over the finish line just yet, but
this PL, he says we've already won it. You look at this PL, it's going to take some messing up from Faye to let this one slip, and this boy has not been messing up today.
He's got the backup plan Aegis now as well, so even a bit of wiggle room to make some bold plays, play a bit more aggressive. Gonna get a tier 1 tower up top. Will it get denied, maybe? Looks like that could be the case.
Oh, I just remembered, I was incorrect. Liquid went out to play against Lithium, were they? Who's the other team?
No, yeah, they will. Lithium lost to TFT, right?
Oh, yeah, so it's still the first round. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, this is still the first round. Sorry, I was thinking this was the winners.
Spirit Vessel on him. He's just dying here.
He's sticking down. The Death Pulse isn't enough to kill him. Kuro's still alive. He'll live for now. Jump forward with the Death Pulse. Not enough. One more right click. Still not enough. Cold Embrace is there. But Faye, again, beyond godlike. Faye's coming in. Run away, Kuro. The Phantom Rush chases him down. Kuro's out of mana. He'll kill himself. As that's another fight for MangoBay. The top tier 2 tower now getting pushed down by the MangoBay boys.
That was, once again, pretty convincing stuff for them. The PL just too far ahead, has the Aegis, so they may even consider going high ground here.
They're at a 9k lead. The power that they can push with this PL
no Winter's Curse
is insane.
This is where the Deso feels a whole lot nicer than the when you're pushing.
That armor reduction.
Great for the whole team.
Where you at now, Tower fanboys?
Oh, what's happening back here? Miracle showing off some Invoker combos.
He killed a support.
Yeah.
Then get that ladder pat on the back.
Meanwhile, Rax problems, base problems. He's still kind of lurking around the top side. He's grabbing bounty runes, I believe. Yeah, he gets both bounty runes, I guess, hoping his team can defend without him, which is the case for now.
Stun strike, not enough. Bone 7.
Miracle's still flanking. Is this a position where he can get some kills? What have they seen him yet? believe they maybe know he's here. They're pinging him.
Oh, the dust. Venue.
Ooh,
Get the tornado out, but the face is there. Garda chasing it down. Garda's still got a Euro. Still got the Reapers. The global silence comes out, so Miracle will be safe for now. I say that though, Faye's still able to chase it down. He wants to go in for this kill. He's got the spirit lance out upon him. Faye chasing that Miracle. Miracle's going to be cold in face. It's going to save him for a little bit of time. Where is that Reaper's side? Oh, it looks like he's out of there. Faye, he's lost the Aegis. He needs backup. He needs Garda to get him and help this boy out.
Can he doppel this?
No, he can't. He's going to get hit by the stun. May still be able to jump up. They have the Moonlight Shadow, but the X mark is there again. They'll kill Faye. That's a whole lot of money for Kuro. Ooh. Ending that 10 times kill streak.
And they didn't get the top rack, so tier 3 goes down. They can take out the shrines, but no racks. Bit of a big dive there from the PL.
I think, you know, if you have the PL there, you blame it. God, he could have been in there. Reaper's the...
Yeah,
but maybe he dies as well then.
Yeah, it's the thing.
Maybe he dies as well then.
If he's visible, they'll ignore the PL, kill Garda, and then go for him. Maybe it was like a 4v1 on PL, and if Necro's there, it's a 4v2. They kill Necro, and then they get that same kind of 4v1 scenario.
Oh, Miracle.
He's finding some picks.
Fine splash.
Yep. Okay. Figuring out where some of these wards are too, so denying vision, and Liquid holding on for dear life here in the winner bracket. Wouldn't be the end of their minor run if they lost this game. They're still the lower bracket.
Double elimination playoff, boys and girls. There's still another chance.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely a big enough, surprise that they didn't make the major, but this is a minor with 2 slots per hero.
And that is a dead Miracle for 80 seconds. Garda, he was saving the Reaper side for that one.
Yep. Well, that is problematic. They're going to get a tier 2 tower at least. See where they head after that. If they go for shrines, fall back, go for the high ground. Doesn't feel like going for the bottom high ground makes sense when you've already taken the tier 3 top. You may as well take out some of these shrines and wait for the next Roshan. Lost Aegis just recently, so Rosh will be up in like 3 to 4 minutes maybe.
Let's see what they've got here. That's fake. Yeah, our man's near. Our man needs to keep himself hidden, and he will. We'll TP up from the trees back to base. Mind control, obviously, with his build just doesn't offer a lot of damage. Does offer a lot of sustain against the PL. The Crimson Guard and the Realm combination can keep his cause alive. That's Kuro just kind of straight for the Hex next, but a lot of money to go for that.
Yeah. It doesn't feel like a... It's nice. It definitely gives them ways to kind of initiate fights and try and kill someone like a PL before you make Mantas and Doppelgangers away. Same for a Necro with the Ghost Shroud. But isn't like a natural item for a Timber who's normally more about just dealing damage.
Oh, in the river, flash.
Okay, gets the tomb down.
Yeah, he's got the solar peel. They get the fish, they get the arrow, they've got the trap onto Kuro. Do they have the damage to kill him off? They're trying with the control. Kuro's able to get the timber chain off. The chase force there with the right click of the desert, not quite enough. Kuro will survive for now. They'll turn their attention towards the easier killers. Iron Man gets chased down by the PL. Kuro's still hot on the escape as he runs himself away from QP and Faye. Faye's coming in though with that Phantom Rush. The Fisher holding Kuro in place as Kuro gets taken down. Double kill for Faye.
That's a nice kill to be picking up. One of the big ones. Continue to maintain good control over this game. 10k gold lead all of a sudden.
I think
they're starting to have some good vision, but just aren't able to fight because they're just too far behind.
And the lesson we're learning here, if any of the other European teams watching MangoBay, I think you got to take away that PL. Will they pick up? Well, this was second pick or was it third pick?
This game it was second pick, right?
Second pick PL. Yeah. And Faye is just looking absolutely phenomenal on it. Playing flawlessly.
Silver Edge on PL, so he wants to be able to initiate on like the Timber Saw and just right click him down without the reactive armor charges building up.
That's Coupe. He's found himself mind control. The arrow won't connect. The X-Mark bring back will be there. Kuroki's trying to go in on this.
Reaper's coming through.
Oh boy. Dead. Kuro might have to buy back. He's dead for 100 seconds. Mind control trying to look for the setup. Faye's going to be there with Doppelganger dodge. Ready to chase down mind control. Mind control's got the Crimson Guard. Is it going to be enough to save him? He tried to turn with the tide, bring a hit, but Flash, Garda, Faye, Coupe all beating down upon him. There's the Winter's Curse. Will cause the death of Flash. But mind control falls. Miracle, he's trying to lead into this with the combo. There's buybacks, multiple buybacks from the the side of Liquid. Fade continue to run down Miracle, but Miracle, he's got the Ghost and Walker, he has got that BKB as well, so he'll be able to get out. They do manage to get kills in return, but they did have to expend 2 buybacks for that Liquid.
Yeah, ends up being still worth it, even with the buybacks, killing off both Mirana and Necro. And as far as Dire core heroes go, can they get some more? They might. Coupe being chased down. Ubisoft does have a Yule Scepter of his own if he wants to try and use that aggressively, but Coupe with the juke so far.
That should be fine. Hides his way, gets himself out of the danger zone that is Kuroki.
So, still not quite there yet for MangoBay. They're getting closer and closer. They'll have another Roshan available soon to them, but that's not a freebie by any means. We're kind of approaching that point where you've got to really respect what Miracle's Invoker can do. Level 19 on this hero right now. Could see some Cataclysm coming into play fairly soon if you're not careful.
It's fine. It's taunted. Does with the tornado as well. Trying to poke around, clear out those illusions. Don't really want to go fully in on that PL though. But they'll respect the fact that MangoBay are starting to respawn.
Holds his spells on PL knowing that.
Oh, got her. He's in on the front lines though. He's setting things up. He's spotting them out. They'll move straight in and away onto Mind Control as Mind Control can't embrace buys him some time, but it will not keep him alive as the Illusion Army beats down upon him. Mind Control will fall. They've already lost RMN. As Liquid have lost 2, there's no buyback on either of these heroes, of course. Mind Control dead for 70 seconds as Kuroki and GH just getting themselves away from the rest of MangoBay. As MangoBay, they're around the pit. There's 2 dead on Liquid. They'll take Rush.
This time it's Cheese as well. Necro, a great cheese carrier, and even PL could just be the one to hold on to this one. Get scouted, don't really see much that'll do. No way to contest this with 2 heroes dead. And no real good heroes for sneaking it either. Wide.
Oh, GH.
Always been caught.
He's trying to push out mid. But indeed, they've found him. Have they got detection? No, it doesn't look like they do.
Nice little... Oh, went for the blink green carpet. He's farmed. He's got Force, Blink, Glimmer. Well, he's very farmed. He's got 9k net worth. Uses it to create effect there.
Oh, look at the crew coming in. It's still 20 seconds without the Kunkka. I don't have Flash with them at the moment. Flash going back to base to heal up. Faye, very close to having the Heartman. He's going to sell something for it. No, it doesn't look like it. No, but no. Just want to keep hold of his hood for when he pops the cheese and wants to slot it back into his inventory.
What the Invoker just got his 20 talent, right? What?
He didn't take the Cataclysm.
Didn't kick it. That's what I thought I saw, and I was like, oh. Alacrity. Okay. And the Cataclysm against all the PL and his illusions, maybe not as appealing. There's so many ways people dodge spells. The Necro keeps using the defensive Yules, the PL doppelgangers. We've seen how hard it is for Kunkka to land a ghost ship when somebody's been X'd or stunned up. Even when they get global silence, it's like silence alone isn't enough. You get to stun these heroes, and that's something Liquid's lineup kind of lacks. But Winter's Curse Cataclysm, I guess you're just doing no damage unless you time it perfectly as it ends, so maybe it makes sense. Yeah, Cataclysm just not the game for it.
Up top, they're looking for Garda. He should be dead here. Oh no, he's got a BKB. So he can maybe turn if he gets some backup inbound. Coupe is going to be there with the stun onto Kuroki. Still buying time for the rest of MangoBay to come over. They're running their way up towards the top lane.
Yeah, PL's the one you really need. He just hit level 25. This fight gets so difficult now.
Now it's going to be duped out by Kura. They'll go for the global stance, but again, the combo is going to be whiffed. Coupe does get caught. The BKB's coming out. The Winter's Curse is going to lock down a couple of them for now. Coupe gets the 2-man Fisher. Echo Slam comes down as well as they're trying to fight this MangoBay. They'll lose the Shaker, but Miracle, he's falling low. The Reaper Sniper down upon him. He's dead for 120 seconds. RMM falls as well. Kuroki's able to get at least a second kill in return for Liquid, but they'll surround him. They're draining his mana. He'll use himself out, but the power of Faye is too much. As Kuroki, he's dead. 4 down on Liquid.
Well, showing that it was not just maybe a one-game fluke. They're going toe-to-toe once again with one of the former best team in the world, the TI7 champions Liquid. Still definitely up there as far as top teams go, but not showing the best form in these qualifiers over the last 2 weeks. Playing with a stand-in, of course, but...
Oh, Miracle. He's not got his BKB available for 25 seconds, and he just brought back for this.
Yep.
There's got to be careful. Gets back to the fountain.
And that's just fate. Keep him in the fountain so your team can take racks. Still makes this so difficult to defend. And yeah, they're just going to get top lane, go for mid. Nearly,
It's going to be 2 sets of racks at least.
force flip on the back.
No, Kuroki still for 40 seconds. Guarded, just walking in by the tier 4s.
Trying to force Miracle to BKB perhaps there. Doppelganger out of the cold snap and melee racks about to go down.
FA just draining the mana here. Mind control going straight in onto them on the back of it all. RMN will be saved by the cold embrace. This is cursed as well. Liquid, whoops, trying to hold this somehow, but they'll lose the silencer. The boat comes crashing in untimed, as that is going to be in the Shaker's farm with the Yule's dodge. Mind control stun held in place. Bone 7 trying to go up against Miracle and will lose that fight, but he has the Aegis. He's going to be there for round 2. Mind control will fall. Kuroki's going to be back in a second. Miracle tried to throw out the Deafening Blast. His Sunstrike does connect onto Qpei, but Liquid are being forced back into the fountain by Faye's army. As Faye is looking ready to take even more. The 2 sets of racks already cleaned up. He's down towards the bottom. Faye now again moving in with a Phantom Rush on top of Miracle. Reaper's Size down. Miracle's dead for 150 seconds without buyback available. Kuroki desperately trying to do his best to keep the rest of MangoBay off Liquid's barracks, but it isn't enough. Kuroki has to back away. That's going to be the mega creeps for MangoBay and potentially more without their Invoker. Liquid hold very little hopes in terms of trying to push MangoBay back, as Faye just diving the base, getting in the fountain, getting in on top of Liquid. Bone 7's joining the front as well as he jumps in, kills RMN in the fountain. GG is called, and MangoBay, that's right, take the series 2-0 against Team Liquid. Would you fancy that? Dang.
Nice.